It's time for more Duke Nukem 3D, and this is where we left off last time. We made this sign, and we did the logo on top of the gas cylinders. And it's time to move on to the fan. As Duke runs along the rooftop surface, he has to shoot out the gas cylinders, and that blows up the fan. Maybe he can shoot the fan, I don't know. And he goes down there. Alright, so we're going to do the fan next. And of course this is going to be like we're modding the game. It's not going to be exactly the same. And yeah, let's just do this thing here. So I'm going to bring in a cube, scale it down, and position it in there. So we want that to be our fan, something like that. Okay, cool. So let's select this face and inset. And let's pull that in a ways. Let's P to break that out, and we will come back to you later. Let's select both of those. We're going to work on this. Let's select this edge and this edge. Hold down Shift and Alt. That's what it is. And this edge. And let's give this a little bevel. Control B. Pull. We're going to go for 5. Yeah, we're going to go for 5. Let's get these edges too. Control B. And let's get this back one. Let's not forget you. And no, not that too much. Let's get that one. Okay, let's come up here and let's give this a little split. Right about there. We'll do something else there. Let's do our usual kind of indent thing here. E and Alt S and pull. Pull that in. Now we can Shift Alt and click those edges. And Control B, and 1 is good enough. So we're starting to get some kind of box here. Let's come up here and select this face, Shift D, and scale it in, and scale that in the Y. Let's pull that up and P to break it out. We're going to use that. Let's give it some thickness first. We're just going to use that to cut in, but we want this to be a little bit rounded. So we're going to select these edges and Control B, and we'll go for 5 like that. Alright, we'll take this thing, push it down. Let's make sure our polys are flipped the right way, going like that. Let's take this main box and go Boolean difference and select and apply, and we should be able to get rid of that. Good so far. Let's bevel this edge, Shift Alt and click all the way around there. Control B and pull. I'm going to give it a few more segments. It's like that. Very nice. Okay, let's come in here and select this face and bring a 3D cursor there and bring in another plane. Let's look from the top and scale it down, scale in the X, and make some little inserts that we can put in there. Let's pull it up first of all and see how far. Okay, that's going to fit under perfectly. Let's extrude down like that and get rid of that bottom face. Get rid of this face and this face. And you see it's looking kind of dark. Let's Alt and recalculate outside. Just do that frequently. Control B and pull. I just need 2, 3. Okay, pull that underneath there. Slide it right close to the edge. Yeah, something like that. Look from the top and use the array and the X. Pull it out till you like the distance. Hold down Shift and pull. And looks like we're going for 27. Pull that out a little bit. Like that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll deal with shading in a minute. Okay, let's shift our attention to this. Actually, no, just before we do that, let's do one more thing on this box. It reminds me of an air conditioner. I was thinking about that. So scale it a bit that way, scale it in the Y. Pull this up near the front, but just behind that line there. Okay, take this edge here and extrude it up in the Z. Like that. Let's add solidify to that with even thickness. I'm fine with that. Control A, come on back in, Shift Alt and click that edge, we'll bevel that. I'll put 5, and let's get these edges here all around it here, like that one, and come on over here and get that one. Control B, we'll stick with our 5, just round it out nice. Come around here and just make sure you get all of these here. Come on, there we go. Same thing on the other side. There we go. And just zoom in, Control B, pull. Probably don't need 5, I could probably get away with 3. Okay, do not separate this, Control LP, separate it out. Take that thing and look from the side and just G and pull it down till we make contact there. Okay, good so far. Let's come in and select that face and bring our 3D cursor there. Look from the front of that and bring in a cylinder. And yeah, we're going to blow some polys here. We'll go for 22. Leave the end, the end's capped. RX90. And make sure that's pushing through. Let's pull that out there. And let's try array. I'm going to go for probably 6. And we'll see if we can get the middle one. The middle's right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's probably fine. Okay, select that guy. Do Boolean. And select them. Apply and delete those. Let's just focus just on that thing and bevel those circles. See how bad. We're not worrying about our topology here. Duke wouldn't. That doesn't make sense, but he wouldn't know how to say topology. He'd just shoot it. Okay, I'm being silly. All right, so we're just coming around. It is a little messed up, but we should be able to work with this. This one might be a problem. I could always fix it, but I'm going to see first of all if I need to. All right. That one, these ones, and one more to go. I'm going to do front and back, but I think I'll just start with doing the front. Just want to have a look here as I do this. Control B, pull. Oh, that's not a problem. All right, let's come on back. It'll fix up all the shading in a bit. So that's there. Okay, I'm going to be joining this, but and I'll have to redo this, but I'll just do that for you. Okay, that's the main box part of this. Let's focus on this thing right here now. I'm going to go into edit mode, select it. We're going to right click and subdivide, and I'm going to subdivide it. I want a nice round hole. I think I'm probably going for 10. I'm going for 10. Face selection is at the center. We'll find out. Control plus, all the way up to there. That's the center. Okay, so I'm going to press I to inset and pull it in. And I'm going to right click, loop tool, circle, scroll that in a bit, X faces, and yeah, that's what I want right there. I'm going to extrude it back to give it some thickness. And then I'm going to just focus on that, and let's bevel that edge. Grab that and that one, because we might see on the inside as you look through it. Control B, pull. Okay, that's looking good. Let's get rid of all these. We don't need those. Those are pretty much pushed in to the sides. Right now, if I shade smooth, we're going to do the same kind of thing, same kind of trick. weighted normal, and normal's auto smooth. I suppose I could start working on this. Same thing. Weighted normals and normal's auto smooth. So everything's looking okay. Let's start joining some of this together. Let's apply that array and join it to there. And let's take this and join it, and some of that shading stuff may change. So I should have just those, right? Yeah, okay. All right, now I'm going to do a fan. It's going to be relatively straightforward and simple. This is a pretty simple, thing here. So what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll grab this circle as my central thing. And I'm just going to bring in a circle of 22, let's say, and just make something. I have to make a face, rotate X 90. Let's see. Let's extrude out, and I'll have the fan blades attached there. So let's extrude out some more and come down. And let's maybe inset, come in, scale it. We're going to have something coming out, I think. I'm going to just chop that off. I think I'll stop at that point, Shift H just to focus on that. And let's grab maybe back here and bevel it, just with like something like that. I won't bevel it any more. Yes, I will. I'll just work on it right now. Okay. A little bit of a bevel on this. I just need 3. A little bit of a bevel on this. And on this. Why not? Okay, I can shade smooth that if I want now. Have a look at it. I don't worry about the inside right now. Okay, so my 3D cursor, I'm just going to select the whole thing. Okay, for this fan, seriously. Oh, we have a problem, Houston. We have a problem here. We didn't come out straight. So, Control plus a couple of times. Let's get rid of those faces. And let's rebuild some of this. E and S, let's do that. Okay, E and come out. All right, that's better. All right, yeah. Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring in a plane, scale it down, rotate X 90, pull it up. I didn't rotate X 90. Okay, fair enough. Pull that up here. Take this and scale it in. So it's just like this. And simply a few of these. And grab these here. Maybe with proportional editing, pull down. And start getting a bit of a round shape. I'm going to take these and scale them in. And we'll put a couple of edge loops there. When I put a subdivision, it's going to look like that. And that's going to be what I'm going to eventually do. Well, I'm doing it right now, aren't I? I'm going to scale these into Z a little bit. And pull them up. Not like that. I think I'll grab all of these and pull them up. And let's take these ones. I'll put on proportional again. Scale them in. Scale them in. Just get a shape that you like. Just, whatever. Something like that. All right, I'm going to shut that off for the moment. And I'm going to give this a little bit of thickness just like that. Maybe not quite that much. And I'm going to Shift H to focus on that. We'll come down in here and we'll get rid of these. And we'll take these edges hopefully all the way around. Not all the way around. Well, let's do it. All the way around. Like that. Control B. And I just want 2, 3. I'll put that back on. And of course, if I go for 2, it'll look even nicer. Slash Alt H to bring everything back. And here's what we're getting. Now this is going to be on the inside. But I might consider scaling this down just a little bit so you can see it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rotate this in the Z a bit. All right, and that's how I'm going to get that sort of matte look. That's all I'm going to do. How are we doing here? Okay, yeah. I just noticed this one looked a little odd, so with this one too. So we'll flip those. Everybody else okay? Yeah. Alrighty, so 3D cursor is pretty much central, so I'm going to take, well, you know what? I sort of do want it a bit bigger. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so we're going to take that and Shift-D, rotate Y 90, and just repeat that till we have 4. Okay, then I'll have a look at this and say, well, you know what, scale this in the X. No, let's go back. Let's see if I can grab all of these. And let's go individual origins. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Wow. Yeah, and that's my beginning of my fan. Maybe I'll do more. What if I did that? Do I need to screw around more with this? Do I? Do I indeed? And that's what I want to go for. All right. Good. Okay, take all of these. Control J. Can I get away with one? I think I possibly could. So I think I'll go ahead and apply that. I'm going to take that and join it. All right, next thing we're going to do is create a bolt. We'll do a hex. So 6 vertices. Rotate X 90. After fill G, I'm going to put some bolts up here. So I'm going to extrude that back and get rid of that back face and flip the polys. Select it all, press 2 for edge selection and Control B and pull, and I want 3. I'm going to pull that in. And I'm going to select it now and bring my 3D cursor there so I can bring in a cylinder. And for that I'll just use 16 vertices. Rotate X 90, we just have it sticking through. Looks like it needs to be flipped though. Let's take it, actually here a quick way is just delete that face and select it and then rotate X 180. Just flip it right around. Let's scale that in the Y. Push that in a bit and take this face and Control B, pull it back just with 3. Okay. We're going to be joining those together, so I'm just going to join them now. I'll shade smooth that and just make sure the whole thing is in there. Okay, so we're going to have that. Let's just find a position for it. Let's come back to this and grab that circle again. And hopefully when I do the next couple of things, did I set the origin of the 3D cursor there? It's going to look okay. I'm going to leave the mirror on there for the moment. Here's what I want to try. I had an idea here. Let's do, how should we do this? Let's get rid of that edge and those vertices. And let's rotate this and scale it, rotate. I want it going from bolt to bolt, scale it. Okay, so where is it? There it is. Here, let's focus on just this stuff here. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to extrude in like that. And with that selected, I'll just get rid of the edge. And I've got these, and I want to bevel those. Shift Control B, pull. I can probably get away with just 3. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to convert that to a curve. And in the curve dialog box under Geometry, Bevel, and give that some thickness. Let's try Shade Smooth. Let's try 0.015. Now, if I simply Shift D and rotate Y 90, it does seem to get the center, so I think I'm pretty good. And then what I thought we would do was select this vertex and this vertex, Shift D, P to break it out. So I've got that piece. I am now going to increase the diameter of that. And then I'll take this one, and in normal mode, I'm going to pull them and hope they're kind of even, pretty close. All right, that one I'm going to convert to a mesh right now. So I'm going to switch that to 3 for the resolution and convert to mesh, and then come in and select the edge and F to make a face, and the edge F to make a face. Should have both of them. I can go back to here. Control B and pull, and I just want 3. And with that done, I should be able to Shift D, rotate Y 90, and get it on the other. And that's good, and I think I'm going to be happy with those. So I think right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and convert them to a mesh. Now, did I get both of them on that? And join them, and take these guys and join them, and that's all you guys. Okay, so now I can come back to you and apply that mirror, and then come in and Control L and rotate Y, and just, you know, change the orientation of that, spin it a little bit. Control L and rotate Y. And this one. Let's bring the stuff back. I'll show you what I'm getting at. Let's take these and okay, and join them to there. And what we want to do is we want to take this, yeah, that edge that was already selected, and I think I will I'll come in, make it a little narrower, and then come through here, maybe back, scale it out, and just come up like this. Actually, maybe arrow angled like that. I don't know. You know, for the moment, I'm just going to close it. I kind of want to put Duke's initials there. I just don't know if that's big enough. Otherwise, I would do something different on there. And here, we're going to bevel this. And here, we're going to make a delineation there. And I'm going to roll my mouse up a couple of times. Whoops. Control B will put some fake thread there. You know, the usual E and Alt S and push. And I'll have that. And I'm sure I can't get Duke's initials on there, too small. So yeah, it was just a thought. So instead, I'm just going to do this and bevel it back. You know, and it's going to look like that, and that's how the fan attaches. Okay, I'm not too worried about the striations and stuff, but you could always throw in other edges if you wanted, if you cared about that. In, you know, like in here and stuff. It just starts to build up in polys. So what's attached and what's not? There's that. I'm going to Control J. I think we're okay to do that. Let's let's double check this. And right onto the basic fan. So we got that piece. You know what, everybody. And yeah. Now my floor's off. I got to work on the floor, of course. So it's not right yet, but so that's what we're getting. Oh, there's other things I would love to do to this, but I don't think I'm going to do anything else right now. So yeah, I think in the next video I'm going to work on the barrier here that the fence posts sit on, push the floor down, and we'll think about working on the floor as well. And you know, we're going to come back. We got this thing to do. And maybe we'll have a few weapons laying around. We'll see. But then, of course, we'll have the buildings in the background as well. So this is this is like a mod of the game Duke Nukem 3D. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.